What if I told you you've probably already heard God speak, you just didn't recognize it? And it's not because you're not spiritual enough, and it's not because God isn't speaking to you, but because no one ever showed you how to tell the difference. And that creates quiet frustration. Because you want to follow Him. You want to get it right. But in your mind, there are all of these thoughts, and you are left wondering, was that God? Or was it me? Or did I completely miss it? And here's the dangerous part. If you can't tell the difference, you start hesitating. You second guess yourself and every single thing, and you hold yourself back. And it's not because you don't care. It's because you actually don't know. I've been there, trying desperately to figure out, is this actually God? Or am I making it up? And what changed everything for me was realizing that you don't actually have to figure everything out in the moment. You can verify it after. It's called retroactive prophetic verification. Now, don't let the name throw you off. It's simple. Retroactive just means you look back. Instead of asking, is this God right now? You ask later, did that come from God? Here's how it works. You become aware of everything that's happening inside you right now. Thoughts, impressions, images, little nudges, but you don't force anything. You just notice. And then you wait. And this is where most people miss it. Because as your day goes on, some of those thoughts come back. Some repeat. And sometimes something you saw actually happens. And in that moment, something clicks. That wasn't random. That wasn't me. That was God. And this isn't just my personal idea. This is actually in the Bible. God told Israel, if someone says, this will happen, don't just believe them. Wait. Watch. If it happens, I sent them. If it doesn't, don't listen. Do you see what that means? God built in a system where you don't have to guess. This matters much more than most people realize, because from the beginning, truth has been under attack. The enemy doesn't just lie, he mixes truth with deception. Just enough to confuse you, just enough to make you doubt what you are actually hearing. So, without a way to verify, you stay stuck. But once you can verify, everything shifts. Now you can trust what's real. Now you can move with confidence. Now you're not just guessing anymore. So let's make this practical. Here's something you can do tonight. Sit with God. No pressure, no performance. Just let your thoughts flow. Notice what comes up. Images, impressions, ideas. Don't control it. Don't overthink it. Just be aware. Then tomorrow, watch your day. What comes back? What repeats? What shows up again? Because the things that matter don't just appear once, they echo. I remember one time I had a quick impression. Didn't think much of it, but later it happened. Exactly. And in that moment, this quiet nudge. Hey, I showed you that before, remember? And I knew that was from Him. Now here's the part that most people miss. And it's the key to everything. Patterns. God uses patterns, but your pattern isn't mine. When God told Moses to build the tabernacle, He said, follow the pattern I showed you, not someone else's. yours. And part of that system was the cubit, the length from your elbow to your fingertips. Your cubit is different from mine, which means even the measurement changes depending on the person. So why would God speak to everyone the same way? He doesn't, which means if you are trying to hear like someone else does, you might be missing him completely. And this is where everything comes together. Retroactive prophetic verification isn't just about proving something once. It's about learning your pattern. So over time, you stop guessing, you start recognizing, and eventually, you don't just look back and verify, you start recognizing in real time. That's the shift from confusion to clarity, from hesitation to confidence in what you are hearing, from guessing to relationship. So, start simple. Notice, watch, verify, and pay attention to the patterns. Because God might have already been speaking to you much more than you think.